all the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts. His acts being 7 ages. At first the infant, mewling and puking in the nurse's arms, then the whining schoolboy with his satchel and shiny morning face, creeping like snail, unwillingly to school. And then the love, sighing like furnace, with a woeful ballad made to his mistress' eyebrow. Then a soldier, full of strange oaths, bearded like the pard, jealous in honor, sudden and quick in quarrel, seeking the bubble reputation, even in the cannon's mouth.
What a piece of work is a man! How noble in reason, how infinite in faculty, in form and moving, how expressed and admirable, in action, how like an angel, in apprehension, how like a god, the beauty of the world, the paragon of animals. And yet, to me, what is this quintessence of dust? Man delights not me, no, nor woman either, though by your smiling you seem to say so.
Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. Rough winds do shake the darling buds of May, and summer's leaves had all too short a date. Sometime too hard the eye of heaven shines, and often is his gold complexion dimmed. And every fair from fair sometime declines, by chance, or nature's changing course untrimmed. But thy eternal summer shall not fade, nor lose possession of that fair thou wast, nor shall death break the wonders in his shade, when in eternal lines to time thou growest. So long as men can live, or eyes can see, so long lives these, and this gives life to thee.
Now is the winter of our discontent, made glorious summer by this sun of York and all the clouds that lord upon our house in the deep bosom of the ocean buried. Now are our breast arms hung up for monuments, our stern alarms changed to merry meetings, our dreadful marches to delightful measures. And now, instead of mounting burdened steeds to fright the souls of fearful adversaries, he capers nimbly in a lady's chamber to the lascivious pleasing of a lute.
But I, that am not shaped for sportive tricks, nor made to court an amorous looking glass, I, that am rudely stamped and one loves majesty to strut before a wanton ambling nymph, I, that am curtal of this fair proportion, cheated of feature by dissembling nature, deformed, unfinished, sent before my time into this breathing world scarce half made up, and that so lamely and unfashionable that dogs bark at me as I howl by them. Why I, when this weak piping time of peace, have no delight to pass away the time, unless to spy my shadow in the sun and descant on my own deformity. And therefore, since I cannot prove a lover, to entertain these farewell spoken days, I am determined to prove a villain and hate the idle pleasures of these days.
There my blessing with thee, and these few precepts in thy memory see thou character. Give thy thoughts no tongue, nor any unproportioned thought is act. Be thou familiar, but by no means vulgar. Those friends thou hast in their adoption tried, grapple them to thy soul with hoofs of steel. But do not dull thy palm with entertainment of each new-hatched, unfledged comrade. Beware of entrance to a quarrel, but being buried that the opposed may beware of thee. Give every man thy ear, but few thy voice. Take each man's censure, but reserve thy judgment. Costly thy habit as thy purse can buy, but not expressed in fancy. Rich, and not gaudy, for the apparel oft proclaims the man, and therein friends of the best rank and station are of the most select and generous chief in that. Neither a borrower nor a lender be, for loan oft loses both itself and friend, and borrowing dulls the edge of husbandry. This above all, to thine own self be true, and it must follow, as the night the day, thou canst not then be false to any man. Farewell, my blessing season this in thee.
My mistress sighs,
are nothing like the sun. Coral is far more red than her lips red. If snow be white, white than her best are done. If hairs be wires, black wires grow on her head. I have seen roses damasked, red and white, but no such roses see I in her cheeks. And in some perfumes is there more delight than in the breath that from my mistress reeks. I love to hear her speak, yet well I know that music hath a far more pleasing sound. I grant I never saw a goddess go. My mistress when she walks, treads on the ground. And yet, by heaven, I think my love is rare, as any should be life with false compare.
This royal throne of kings, this sceptred island, this earth of majesty, this seat of Mars, this outer Eden, demi-paradise, this fortress built by nature for self against infection and hand of war, this happy breed of men, this little world, this precious stem satin silver sea service in the office of a wall, or as a moat defensive to a house against the envy of less happier lands. This blessed plot, this earth, this realm, this England, this nurse, this steamy wound of royal kings, feared by the breed and famous by the bird, renowned for the deeds as far as from home, for Christian service and true chivalry, as is the sepulchre of the stubborn jury of the world, of the world's ransom, blessed Mary's Son. This land of such dear souls, this dear, dear land, dear for reputation to the world, is now blissed out. I die pronouncing it.
Let me not to the marriage of true minds admit impediments. Love is not love which alters when it alteration finds, or bends with a remover to remove. Oh no, it is a never fixed mark that looks in tempest and is never shaken. It is the star to every wandering bark, whose words are known, although its height be taken. Love is not time's fool, the rosy lips and cheeks within his bending sickle compass come. Love alters not with his brief hours and weeks, but bears it out even to the edge of them. If this be error, and upon me proved, I never writ, nor no man ever loved.
Oh, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo? Deny thy father, and refuse thy name. Or, if thou wilt not, be but swear my love, and them no longer be a Capulet. What's by thy name that is my enemy? Thy are thyself, that is a Montague. What's a Montague? It is nor head, nor foot, nor arm, nor face, nor any other part belonging to a man. Oh, be some other name, that which we call a rose by any other name would smell as sweet. So Romeo would, where is not Romeo called, retain that dear perfection which he owns without that title. Romeo doff thy name, and for that name, which is no part of thee, take all myself.
If we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended, that you but slumbered here, all these visions did appear. And this weak and idle theme, no more yielding, but a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend. And as I am an honest pack, if we have an earned luck, now to escape the serpent's tongue, we will make amends year long. Else the pack a liar call. So, goodbye unto you all. Give me your hands, if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends.